Might I ask, why Slither?
Because it's funny.
Is it? It's Slither. I can't take it anymore. That's better. Now you want it? Come and grab it. There you go. You know what? This is a great starting off point. You know what I listened to today on my own? I listened to Am I Savage.
You gave it another chance?
Yeah.
And you still hated it?
Well, I don't hate it. I don't know. It's a throwaway song. They haven't played it live. That and Murder One, they have not played live from that album. It's a studio song. You know, imagine if we wanted to write one more song for Bank Heist, and we did, and we never played it live. We just kind of like threw it together. That's what Am I Savage sounds like. At least Murder One was a tribute to Lenny. Or Lemmy. Well, hold on. Is it Lemmy?
Lenny Killmonger.
Lenny. Wait, hold on.
That's his name. Lenny Killmonger.
Oh, Lemmy. Okay. I thought it was Lenny. How do you say his last name?
Killmeister.
Killmeister. That's a cool name.
Well, was his stage name, right? It obviously wasn't his real last name. If it was, that's fucking
his real last name.
It's fucking badass.
Ian Fraser Killmeister.
All right, fine.
Better known as Lemmy. So Lemmy's not even his name. It's
all right,
a nickname.
all right. I was completely wrong. Lemmy is his real last name.
No, you got Killmeister.
Killmeister is his real
Lemmy
first
is
name.
His real last name. So he goes as Lemmy.
Killmeister is. He goes by Killmeister.
What's his name? Lemmy.
Burger Burger.
We should have stage names for Bank Heist.
All right.
You go as Lemmy.
No, I'm the Clutch.
I'm not the Clutch.
Yeah, I am.
There's only one Clutch, and it's Tiffany.
Well,
Tiffany the Clutch Crinklebottom.
Yeah, well, she can fucking record her intro with her 240p phone. I don't give a shit. I'm the Clutch. No, who are you?
You ain't the...
What are you?
Okay, you know what? New rule. We can't nickname ourselves, but we get to nickname each other.
Fine, I get to nickname you.
You nickname me.
All right,
yes.
Fine. You're Tinkle Toots.
All right, you're Reggie Bush.
That's fine. I like Reggie Bush.
Zane is Roger Goodell.
Roger Goodell, Reggie Bush, and Tinkle Toots.
The funny is, two of them are football related.
It's funny.
Anyways, welcome to Korn and Kock.
Hello, episode 54.
54, we're getting up there.
Hell yeah.
We are.
We're soon gonna be at 69.
And speaking of big days, it is Daily Bup 100
today,
and I'm looking. Yes. And I'm looking forward to seeing what you got in plan.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Is there gonna be something that's gonna take like 15 minutes to do, or do we all just stand in a line? Are we all gonna stand in line? And you're gonna throw it at one of us?
No. How about you just be patient and wait until it happens?
Okay.
I have to wait till other people are here though. We can't just do it ourselves.
Well, I know that. I know. Oh, I forgot what it was, but I asked. I don't remember. But how many people do you need? Like all of us?
I would have preferred if Ben and Chris showed up and Dion, but you know what? If they couldn't show up, that's fine.
Well, I'm looking forward to it.
Damn.
Because I definitely want to see what you got in mind.
Damn.
What is... I can't do math right now. But what's 100 into 365? 27%. So... You're over a fourth of the way done.
Oh, thank God. I don't know how much longer I can put up with this bullshit.
Do you not like the Bup?
Oh, no, I do. It's just, the problem is trying to keep it interesting. Because, I mean, like, you can't try and do something cool every single time, because then it's just like, well, then none of them are cool. If every single Bup Cube roll is cool, then none of them are cool. So you gotta sometimes...
Wait.
It's like the Incredibles. It's like once everybody is super, no one will be.
No, I disagree. I mean, you can try. Whether you succeed is, another story. But if every single Bup roll is cool, then they're all cool. Like if tomorrow you did a Bup and you were on top of a mountain and dropped
and
it,
threw it down and never found it again.
Well, you might have to do some editing for that. And then after that, you were at a car wash, you in it and you did it. You can change it. You can do all that kind of stuff. Now, 365 of those, it's gonna get difficult. But think about it: The Simpsons have been on for 78 years. Now they have a writing
78
staff.
years.
Now they have a writing staff. I'll give them that. But you don't think they're running short on storylines? I mean, I don't know how they do it. I really don't. Even Family Guy, who's in season 20, I don't know how they come up with it.
Crack, 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 crack.
What is that from?
It's from Family Guy.
What episode?
I don't fucking know what episode, but I know that Brian walks in. He's like, Peter, what are you doing? And he goes, crack, crack, crack. And he goes, oh my fucking god, crack, crack, crack.
Yeah,
it's fucking hilarious.
What are you doing, crack? What the fuck? All right, so let's talk about. We have a lot to discuss today.
Yeah,
and it's been a busy week for me.
Especially, first topic: why are you wearing a backpack, son?
Well, I wasn't even gonna start with that. In fact, I was about to let it go.
I was about to let it go like Elsa.
I left my house today. My dad asked me why I was wearing a backpack, and I said because I have stuff in it. And I get over to Alex's house, and sure enough, what's with the backpack?
I said, no, I didn't say what's with the backpack. I said backpack?
So, okay, you're implying it, and I don't get what the big shocker is.
But the thing is, I wasn't being malicious about it. I was just asking what's up with the backpack, and immediately you get into defense mode.
Because literally 5 minutes ago, my dad did the exact same thing, and I wanted to take you two aside and go, have you never seen a 26-year-old wear a backpack before?
No.
What is so shocking about it? And did you see what I pulled out? This.
Yeah, but usually...
Let me just say this, and then you counterpoint. It's more weird that I carry a box around with stuff in it. That's more odd than having a backpack. And now, you have 2 minutes.
All right, first of all, I've been hanging out with you for like 5+ years.
More than that.
7 years.
Almost 7.
7 years, yeah. And this is the first time in 7 years that I've ever seen you carry a backpack. I don't even think we went on a hike and you had a backpack. So
well, it wasn't a backpack. It was more like one of those like bags.
Yeah, one of those like plus.
I'll give you that.
Plus
what?
Every time you come over, you don't carry your laptop and your things in a backpack. So when I see a backpack, I assume there's a special reason, but no, it's just
there is a special reason. There's stuff inside it.
But usually you carry the stuff in your arms, so...
Well, I don't like doing that. That's why the backpack was invented. So people kept dropping their laptops in the 1850s, and they're like, hey, you know what? Let's not do this anymore.
Steve Jobs is going to be so mad. I got to go to the Apple store, go to the Genius Bar.
Yeah, let's invent a pack on your back. I don't know what the hell we're going to call it.
Oh, is that the Underground Railroad?
That's what it is. People kept dropping stuff, and they go, I'm done with this.
Am I the only one who, as a kid, thought the Underground Railroad was like a legitimate like train that went underground?
Maybe when I was a kid I thought that, but then as I got older, when you learn about it. But yeah, when you're a little kid and you hear it, how can you know if you're little?
Yeah.
If you're 25 and you never heard it before in your entire life, and you're like, they had an Underground Railroad in the 1850s? Conspiracy? You... probably shouldn't be voting in the next election.
The very first subway.
I wonder when the very first subway was. Let's look that up.
Oh boy.
Now I feel like Joe Rogan.
What if it was on February 4th, like 1916 or something?
Practical subway line was constructed in Boston between 1895 and 1897.
Damn.
Wow. Well, we'll move on.
Wow, interesting.
Incredible. Can't really go too much farther into it. Oh yeah, I already
poopy doo doo wiener.
I did that. Whoops. So, anyways, we have, and if you want to go into this later, but we have a pretty big NFL scandal.
Oh fuck.
And part of it involves our old friend Bill Belichick.
Oh, I thought Tom. What was it? We're going to Boston. It's like, but Bill, what about your kids? We're going to Boston. What was that video? Was that Ben?
I don't know.
You showed me that video?
About.
Oh my god. There was a video that was just like Bill Belichick. Like,
we're on to Cincinnati.
We're on to Cincinnati. Yeah.
I showed you that.
Yeah, we're on to Cincinnati. But Bill, your family is dying. One of them just got shot. We're on to Cincinnati. Just like...
For those of you who don't know, just go on YouTube and type in Bill Belichick. We're on to Cincinnati, and you'll see what we're talking about. Frank Caliendo did a spoof of that where he dressed up as him with like a wig and everything. And everything was like, we're on Cincinnati, we're on to Cincinnati, we're on to Cincinnati. Bill, we're on to Cincinnati. And like everything. And at one point he just holds up a sign. We're on to Cincinnati. But anyways, you wanna do this now? You wanna look at it a little bit later? Because I want to talk about this and go to.
Talk about whatever you want, my dude.
Well, it's a co-host. What do you want to do?
I don't know.
All right, let's do this NFL thing. So here's the deal. A head coach was fired. His name is Brian Flores, and he's African American. He's now suing the NFL, alleging that teams do not hire coaches based on race. They hire, white people only. Now,
no, they do. You said that they don't hire based on race,
do.
but
Well, no, that's what I said.
You said they don't,
No,
but
I
I
said
know
they
what
do.
you meant.
I said
You
they
meant
do.
no.
I did.
Play it back. Play it fucking back right now. Hold on.
Teams do not hire coaches based on race.
Hold on, I gotta write this down. Fucking 11 something.
11:20. Just write 11:20.
Where the fuck is my pen?
Here, just.
It's fine. I got it. Thank you.
Oh, you don't even use
11:20. Did Stone fuck up?
What are you writing?
Did Stone fuck up? All right. Anyway.
I didn't think you were actually writing.
All right.
that.
And put it in right now if he fucked up. If he didn't, then
Oh no! If
I'm
you didn't,
stupid.
I want you to say I do apologize.
All right. Post me if the future me.
And you better not go lol, JK. I'm not gonna do that. You better not. You better not.
All right, fine. But what you're saying is he's suing the NFL because he thinks that they hire based on race.
And not just that, but there's one head coach that's African American out of 32 teams. That doesn't help out. And 70% of the workforce in the NFL, 70% is black. That doesn't help either.
That's
But here's the thing.
It's a little fucked up.
But here's the thing. How exactly can you prove that?
Um,
Because can't you just say we're hiring who we think is most qualified? I'm not justifying it, but how exactly do you... Unless there is a smoking gun tape or text or voicemail saying we're not doing it because of this, if there's none of that, how are you going to prove it?
I mean, you kind of just see the writing on the walls.
It's not enough.
It's not enough to win a lawsuit, but it is enough
well,
to sway public opinion.
Not the NFL.
Well,
The
most of the
NFL's
people
too
who like
big.
the NFL are racist idiots anyway.
That's
so.
the thing. If this was NHL, oh dude, it would be a crap show. MLB, absolutely, but this is the NFL. They can almost get away with. Do you remember Deflategate? It took them so long to finally investigate what happened with that thing. Within 2 hours after this got announced, the NFL responded immediately. Don't you think that's a little odd? But here is where it gets really juicy. You ready?
Oh boy.
In that, he alleged that the Miami Dolphins, who he coached, which, by the way, he had a 7-game win streak. He's the only coach in history to get fired after having a 7-game winning streak in the second half of the season. That's odd. He is alleging the owner offered him $100,000 to lose each game. And you know what that means, right?
Jesus fucking Christ.
You want to talk about FanDuel with Russell? Can you imagine betting on a team and finding out it was fixed? You talk about one lawsuit, you're going to get thousands of lawsuits.
Forget about if one game was... Dude, sports are fixed. Are you kidding me?
No, not all sports are fixed. And I don't even think 1% of sports are fixed. I do believe that there are people out there that would like it to be fixed. Look at the Astros. They cheated.
You think they're the only team that's cheated?
I think, well, look what they did. They cheated and got caught because they got, careless. There's a difference between getting an edge, like sportsmanship, and then just blatantly cheating. If we were to play Battleship and I had a mirror behind you and I could see half of your board, that's cheating. That's not gamesmanship. I'm just flat out cheating at that point. And then I try to turn it on you like, oh, well, I'm sure you've done it to me in the past. And you go, I haven't. That's my only argument. Oh, everybody does it. Well, yeah, you got caught. I'm sure everybody speeds in traffic, but you got caught, you got the ticket. Sorry. here's a great example. Imagine you, me, and Zane drive somewhere and you sped. We were all going 80, but you got pulled over. Me and Zane got away. We're not going to split the ticket with you. You got caught, and that's your fault. That's how a lot of people look at it. But the other thing is, if that's true, and, you know, it comes out, now they're saying, you know, the Cleveland Browns head coach said he was offered the same thing. He won one game in 2 years. So, you know what that might say? He took the money.
Oh my fucking god.
Like, what's 32? That's $320,000, right? No. $100,000 per loss. So what's 100,000 times 32? I can't do the math.
Isn't that like 3,200,000?
It's 3.2 million.
Yeah.
3.2 million. And then here is where Bill Belichick comes into play.
Oh Jesus Christ! What did Bill do this time?
Billy.
William, what did you do?
There's this thing in the NFL called the Rooney Rule.
The Rooney Rule?
Rooney.
The Rooney Rule, not Roomy.
I didn't.
Rooney.
Okay, I didn't say Roomy.
No, that was not you.
Okay,
that was me.
okay.
I heard
Okay.
Roomy.
I do say Rooney, kind of funny. You know Roo from Winnie the Pooh? Roo.
Yeah, kangaroo.
Yeah, I say Rooney Rule. Like Goo Lagoon.
Goo Lagoon.
I just say that word weird. So this is bad.
Yeah.
But it's also a little funny. Brian Flores got a text from Bill Belichick one day, and Bill said, I'll paraphrase, but he essentially said, congrats on getting the Giants job, because the New York Giants are interviewing for coaches. And he goes, did you hear something I didn't? And he goes, New York Giants, head coach, you interviewed. And he goes, I'm interviewing on Thursday, but I hope I get it. The Giants hired a coach named Brian Daboll. So Bill texted the wrong Brian. And in the text message, in the screenshot, you can see Bill say, I fucked up.
Oh my god.
So I know what you're thinking. What's the big deal? Here's the big deal. Bill texted Brian Flores this 3 days before he interviewed. So how did Bill know this guy already got the other job before this other guy was even interviewed?
That's
You know what that means? The interview was pointless. He was going to an interview where they already knew you're not getting the job. Because the Rooney Rule says when interviewing for head coaches, you have to interview at least 2 minority or ethnic minority candidates. See what that means? You have to interview a black guy. You have to interview at least 2 guys.
What the fuck is wrong with the world?
Yeah, and remember what I said earlier? 1 black coach out of 32.
That's a rule that people have to enforce, and people are like, get him in here. I guess we have to interview. That's fucked up,
Exactly.
dude. That's really fucked up.
So how do you think Brian Flores feels? Because first of
Poor
all...
fucking guy.
Yeah, first of all, congrats on getting the job 3 days before you interview. Oh, wrong person. And Flores even said that. Did you mean to text Brian Daboll or Brian Flores? And he goes, oh, I'm so sorry, I fucked up. But even then, 3 days before he interviewed, how did Bill find out?
But Bill didn't find out. He just, he was in the inner circle. They fucking knew. And
Well, somebody knew.
he was in the inner council. They were sitting around in black robes, just, around the bonfire, and they were like, he is the new coach of the Giants. And Bill was like, oh, sweet, we're going to Cincinnati. And then he fucking texted him on his Motorola.
It's so bad because...
And then all of a sudden... Hello? Oh, fuck.
Oh. No, he goes like, oh, you know what? I should have done Brian D and Brian F on my phone. I just did Brian. Well, I guessed wrong.
He took a gamble. He's like, Durr!
So, guy put it out great. Bill Belichick, probably the best head coach in football history. Outside of football, just a sad, confused man with a phone.
Yeah, right?
Because he's 69 years old.
Yeah,
he's old.
Yeah, the dementia's kicking in.
But on the field...
the field, he's like, dude, we're going to Cincinnati.
Dude, he's like the Rain Man in terms of just intelligence. He knows exactly what he's doing, but you give him a smartphone, he goes like, how do you plug
He
this
goes,
in?
who's Steve Jobs? And they go, lick my balls.
Yeah, he's going to be 70 this year.
He's 69 years old. That's funny.
Yeah.
And hey, check it out. I have 69 notifications on my little tab down there.
All the goods.
Yeah, that's where I
Nice.
keep all my apps.
So anyways, that's essentially it. I feel like there's one more thing I'm leaving out. It was about Flores. I'll think of it in a second. But essentially, this Rooney Rule was established in 2003, and it was supposed to help out in hiring more minority, head coaches and everything. But it hasn't really done that.
Well, yeah. When the problem isn't that they're not interviewing enough. The problem is that they don't want to.
Well, not
because
just
it's
that.
a fucking ring ruled by white people. It's like no one's ever gonna get in if the people running the shots. Like they put that rule in to make people shut up, like to get people to stop asking questions. And it's like, oh, don't worry, we're doing it. But it's like
it's not working.
It's not working because that rule was never meant to hold any weight. It was just meant to shut up the SJWs. But even then, I totally agree. Like that's fucked up. I think that it's stupid.
Well, this isn't even like social justice war. This is like flat out racism.
It is.
And another thing too.
Well, here's the thing. I'm sorry, I'm opening up the window. Most people are pussies, and they wouldn't say anything about it. Most people are pussies, but then the SJWs are the one that are like the ones that live in their parents' basement and are like on Discord in their fucking Undertale gay fanfiction servers. That they'll be like, oh my god, the NFL! I don't give a fuck. What are they gonna do? Dox me? The NFL!
I'm a part of this too,
I didn't say you. I said me.
No, that's what people do. Anyone associated with you, I get dragged out. We're both on the Titanic.
How dare you insult my Undertale fanfic group? It's like, wow. I don't care. Anyway.
Well, I care.
Well, you shouldn't. Anyway.
Well, that doesn't matter. I care. Just watch it.
What?
Don't just call anything gay on a rant and then go like, oh yeah, you know what?
No. I'm saying gay, not saying gay in a derogatory way. I'm saying
stupid gay.
No.
How else is that supposed to be taken?
No. I said stupid, and then I said gay because, like, literally, they're talking about two characters in a fucking game, like kissing, and they're both of the same gender. Literally gay. Like, I'm not saying gay isn't stupid.
How about just don't. Don't.
You're slurring my words, dude.
How about this? Just don't do it. Just don't do it.
Fuck Undertale AU fanfic ships. I don't give a shit.
That's fine. Just say that. What's so wrong with that?
Well, point is, the people who are saying that, those are the people who are vocal about the NFL not doing that shit. And you know what? It's still fucked up.
And you know the people defending it? White people.
Exactly.
Yeah, so honestly, the SJWs, they're in the right here. They're just in the right. Because why else was this rule made and not being enforced?
Stupid.
And then somebody said maybe you have to give out draft picks. Like if you hire a black coach, we'll give you draft picks. Well, how sad is that? Now you're like incentivizing. If you hire a black guy, you'll get $1 million. You'll get a draft pick. That's bad too. That's awful. And you also can't force a billionaire to do something. You just can't. The NFL can't do anything like that. They can insist, they can wink wink all day, but they can't say, Alex Korn, owner of the Denver Broncos, which that team's for sale, by the way. We
can buy it for $10.
We want you to hire a black coach. You know what you'd say? You know what my net worth is? You're not telling me what to do. I'm doing what I want to do. So that's what it comes down to. So that's why this rule...
I can be racist. Fuck you.
This Rooney Rule often reminds me of a joke you've made about... police over in England where they like don't have guns.
They have a baton. They run over and they're like, "Hey, cut that out, or I'll ask you to cut it out again."
Yeah, that's what this Rooney Rule is. It's like, hey, don't do that. Okay, I'm just gonna do it anyways. Well, hey, don't do that in the future. I'm still gonna do it.
And then they sit there and they're like, "What a card."
Yeah.
Fucking pussies.
And here's the one last thing. Now this I don't even know how they're gonna prove this. Flores is alleging that John Elway of the Denver Broncos, during an interview, was hungover. How are you going to prove that? Years later. There's no receipt for that.
I mean...
That's the one area where I feel like there's absolutely no way you can... How do you prove that?
You could like... If the resources were available, you could go back in time. Not back in time, but like...
Back in time?
Yeah, hop in a time machine. Hop in the DeLorean and go back. No, what I meant was you can like try and see if on the night before the interview he was out at any bars or anything, and like try and see if you can find some CCTV footage or some shit like that. I didn't mean actually go back in time. That's stupid and isn't actually real.
Well, you know what? I honestly feel even if they did that, you know what they say? Well, it's circumstantial, evidence because we weren't in the room that day.
It's circumstantial evidence that the guy was sitting at the bar and the bartender was pouring something into small little tiny glasses and he was drinking from the glasses. It could have been water.
It could have been what I said.
It could have been water.
It's circumstantial evidence the next day. Because who knows? People can hold their liquor down. Like, you hold a Mike's Hard and you're gone. Russell hears a White Claw open a half-mile away, he's gone. But then there are people who can drink 4 shots of whatever and they're totally good. Like, they can manage. So, maybe John Elway's got a high tolerance level. He just had 6 instead of 5 and it was starting to, hit him or whatever. But either way, how do you prove that? How do you definitely prove that without it being circumstantial?
You know what's funny?
What?
Speaking of that kind of loophole.
What loophole?
I read a life hack once. Don't actually do this.
You read an article?
I did read an article. Yeah, it was an article on BuzzFeed. It was like how to get away with drunk driving.
Okay.
So it wasn't actually an article. It was a fucking green text on 4chan, but it was still fucking hilarious.
Let's see what you got.
All right, so here's how to drive drunk. Don't actually do this. This is fucking stupid. This is absolutely 100% a joke. Don't actually do this. I am not taking responsibility for anyone who actually does this. Anyway, drive drunk. A cop tries to pull you over. Step out of the car. Hold a beer. Crack it open and chug the thing in front of the cop. The cop cannot legally prove that you were drunk before you chugged the beer. No ticket. Yeah, and then you still get arrested anyway for public intoxication. Yeah. So it's funny, but it's not practical.
I'm gonna say, kids, don't try this at home.
I just said don't fucking try this.
I said kids.
What kids watch Korn and Kock?
Mom, I don't know.
Mom, put on YouTube. Korn and Kock is on. They're at Cheesecake Factory and he's on the iPad. And it's like new Korn and Kock
Factory.
Korn and Kock podcast is on, Mom.
I'm just saying. You never know.
Oh my god.
I would kind of hope kids wouldn't listen to this because this is not friendly. We talk about some pretty adult conversations.
Every fucking podcast, I scroll down to the very bottom. I was like, is this content made for kids? And I'm like, no.
I do that with my videos too. But they're just stupid drum videos. But I feel like I have to say no. Because if you say yes, then you can't advertise or something like that.
No, if it's yes, there was some weird law that was passed a year or two ago about content for children on the internet.
Right.
It's like if you have content that includes children or is made specifically for children, you need to make that very you need to make that up front. You need to be like, yes, this is absolutely made for children and there are children that appear in this video, or else there's serious legal ramifications. If you say no and there's no kids and you're cussing and swearing, then I guess there's no fucking issue. But yeah. it's if you say it is, and then you're just like shit, fuck, piss, and then your infant niece comes in and she's like, Uncle, let's build a puzzle, and you're like, not now, I'm talking about the Rams game. Then you could get in trouble, I guess. I don't know all the specifics of it. I'm paraphrasing very, very heavily.
I mean, if you lie about it, then yeah, you need to pay the price for that. But I mean, also, I hate to be that guy, but kids are gonna be around it.
Well, yeah, exactly.
They're gonna hear bad word. You've walked down high school hallways. Holy crap! It's more filthy than a Seth Rogen movie.
Nobody wants to fucking admit. No, it's really funny how in a world full of adults, no one wants to admit that high school hallways are just it's just swearing content. Every person you hear, you walk by 10 people and each kid is saying something worse than the last kid. It's
bad.
It's really bad.
They're openly talking about smoking weed after school. They don't care.
Well, that's fine. You can smoke a doobie. I don't care.
Well, either way, but if you want to protect kids from that, from the real world where people drink alcohol and smoke weed, you're gonna hear all that stuff, and you can't. But here's what we do: But let's focus on YouTube. YouTube is a 5% of the issue here.
Yeah.
Actually, no. I'd probably give it more. YouTube's like really big.
I'd
give it 10%, and then we'll call it there.
Fair. You know what? That's fine.
Dude, YouTube TV. YouTube is bigger than cable TV.
Well, no one uses cable anymore because of
Exactly.
Apple TV and all the streaming services.
Exactly.
It's fucking.
And you know what? Maybe Netflix should take some responsibility, because how these little kids can go on Netflix and just watch stuff. What are they gonna do? You're gonna ask kids to only watch the family stuff and have the parents leave.
Well, there is a Netflix Kids option, and you can family lock it with like a password. But I mean, if they know the password,
they know the password. The dad gets
drunk, passes
forgets,
out.
So there's always a way that kids can do it.
No, there always is a way. But the thing is, it's like I think the biggest factor is parenting. Honestly, you gotta sit there and you gotta like be open with these fucking. I'm gonna say something controversial right now. If your parents were the ones who were like, don't do drugs or we will disown you. Don't talk about sex or we will disown you. Those are the fucking kids that every day go to school and they're like, yeah, shit, fuck, piss. I'm gonna go smoke some weed after school. Fuck you, mom and dad. Or at least most of them.
I'd say about 8 out of 10 because
8 out of 10.
Let's face it, I've met kids that their parents said that and they went through with it.
Yeah.
They're like, you want to hold my hand? Because like no contact, no touching, you know? It's kind of bad. Although sometimes they have a really innocent life where it almost kind of looks like, man, I wish I could forget about the dark realities of the world and just kind of live in an innocent bubble. But outside of that,
I'll tell you what, no parent is perfect, but I mean, like, speaking from me, my parents were always really open and honest about this stuff. They never threatened me. They were just like, come on, don't do that. That's not good for you. And you know what? I was like, all right. And I didn't, at least until after high school when I became an adult. So, and even then I was like, yeah, it's all right.
You know, that's the other thing too. And the other thing too, let's pretend your parents have the Netflix safe word and all that stuff. Just because you go to your friend's house doesn't. And here's a funny story. My mom watched The Exorcist at a friend's house when she was like 9.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't allowed at her house, but at her friend's house, their parents didn't care.
Oh, come on, let's go watch Teletubbies. Your mother sucks cocks in hell.
Yeah, seriously. So guess what happened? My mom was terrified, and my grandma found out. She got grounded for 2 weeks because it eventually came out. So, yeah, just because you enforce it in your house, that's great, but you can't enforce it at another friend's house, at school. You can't do that. That's why, like you said, you kind of have to show them, okay, Billy, here's how it works. Yeah, sex is made for this, but it can also be a really bad thing. Now, I'm not saying you show pictures of STDs. You don't have to do that. Unless the kid's an idiot and 17 in high school, then maybe you should. But, I don't know. You had the talk, right?
The talk?
Yeah.
I actually didn't.
Oh. I thought you said your parents were, like, open with that stuff.
Oh, they were open about, like drugs and, like...
So drugs, totally open. Sex...
No, well. Here's a funny story.
Okay.
So when I was a kid, I was like, "Where do babies come from?" And they're like, "Oh, you know, just a baby like pops out one day." And in my mind, I literally had this picture of like this lady sitting there with a flat stomach, and all of a sudden, a fucking baby just pops out of like a membrane.
But wait, didn't you ask? But where did the baby come from? How did it get in there? That would have been my question.
I don't think I think I was content with that answer. I was like, all right, it just pops out. All right, sure, whatever. I just learned that shit, like, well, first of all, from sex ed class in 6th grade.
You paid attention in there?
No, well,
I didn't. I was too busy laughing in the back with my friends.
Oh yeah, that's the problem. Everybody's like paying like either.
Okay, no.
There's like the 2 students who are like, oh yes, very interesting, and then the rest of them are like, oh, he said penis.
I wasn't cracking wise. The guys around me were cracking wise, and they were whispering.
I'm not blaming you. I'm not blaming you. I'm just saying.
I'm saying this: either the sex education is fine, or parents really do need to be the ones.
I will say this: Game Grumps said this, and this is the one thing that I do agree with them on.
This is the one thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whenever they had sex ed class, it was always really weird because it was either like like way earlier than any kid should ever know that stuff. It's like in 2nd grade, all right, we're going to learn about human reproduction. And then they show a video of like a lady giving birth and it's like, thanks.
What is that a thing?
Yep. I absolutely
in 2nd grade.
In 6th grade for me.
Okay, well,
for me, but for
some. You watched a video of childbirth.
Yes.
In 6th. What school did you go to?
I went to. I'm not going to say.
Well, wait. Was it here or in New York?
It was here. It was here in Arizona.
I was gonna make fun of New York, but I can't.
You're gonna be like, fuck the Yankees and the school system. No. But then it's like we had a second one in like sophomore year.
And it was twins.
PE. No. And then it was like everybody's having sex like 3 times that week. I know I was. So it's like fucking.
What does that do to the story?
What is that? It's like.
Now we know you were doing it 3 times that week.
I don't care. Whatever. I was safe. Anyway, point is, fucking Stone, you're gonna sit here and you're gonna tell me the kid that Chris that Toxic sat there and relentlessly bullied nonstop every single day of my life. Haha, Alm, haha, you're gay. Haha, never gonna touch a woman. Haha. And you're gonna tell me the moment there's a girl that likes me, that stuff's not gonna happen.
What are you getting at?
What
also, don't refer to him as toxic. You sound like
we did that like 4 years ago, and you were like, "Oh, I agree."
You did that.
Fuck you. Eat dicks. If you had a problem with it, you should have said so back then.
I probably did.
You did not.
And you probably weren't paying attention.
No.
You know, like I said, you and Russell have that thing where I'll literally say something to you, and then 10 seconds later, you'll do it. I'm like, hey, I just said don't do that. And you're like, what? Remember when me and Zane walked in here, we told you not to look at the group chat, and then you did it? And me and Zane were like, we just told you. And you're like, well, you didn't tell me. And we were like, we both did. You just weren't paying attention. Just take the L and move on.
Well, my question was, why didn't you want me to look at the group chat?
Thanks for the spit. I said, because it was the Betty White thing. Betty White passed away, and you didn't know. So we were like, we'll tell you on the podcast. Get a real reaction. But instead, hey, don't look at the podcast. Got it. Opens the podcast immediately. It was like the bit in The Dull. All right?
Got it.
That's literally what it was like. Don't open the group chat. Got it.
All right. My point is that most kids either learn about sex ed like before it's even relevant in their lives, or before it's not relevant anymore, and they already know everything about that. So like that's my point.
Yeah.
And it's stupid.
Here's what we need to do. We need to kind of accept the fact that trying to make it this weird taboo thing, taboo.
Yeah. Same. Whatever.
Yeah, taboo. That's not working. Because you know what? That makes people want to do it even more.
Exactly.
So why not just embrace it? Why can't condoms be like $1 or even free?
Well,
why are condoms like so much? Because here's what it is. We need to be safe. Do you have $5? I don't have any cash on me.
Look, when I'm a parent, all I'm going to say is, look, I don't want you to do it, but if it ends up happening, please just be safe. I don't want to be a grandpa.
And I hope you would add, not in this house.
Also, don't do it here or I'll kill you.
Yeah, don't. That's what I'd say is like, look, essentially what you said, but not here. And you better hope I never hear it, because if you do, you will never come back from that.
You're.
Because then what do you mean? First of all, your door will be gone. Second of all, would you want to hear me and your mom do it? No, that's gross. How do you think I feel?
Exactly.
And then I might go a little further and just be like, you know where you came from, right? Me. So how do you think I feel when I hear it? Yeah, seriously. How do you think that makes me feel hearing that? You move out, you do whatever you want. I still want you to be safe, but I can't control it. Yeah.
Well, no, when you're a fucking adult, it's like, who cares? Go live your best life. Like, what, am I gonna still be a helicopter parent?
Helicopter parent?
And we're back.
I don't remember what we were talking about.
We were talking about, taking the door off your kid's frame because they were fucking.
Well, and I went back. People were like, that's toxic. Why would you do that?
That's toxic.
Well, I would say this: if you make a rule to your kid and they blatantly break it, there have to be repercussions. You can't just go, Billy, come on, don't do that, because they're just gonna keep doing it. So you want to make an impression, you gotta go hard. You can't just go like, hey, we talked about this. They go, yeah, we did.
Thanks, Tibby.
I hope we got that.
I hope we
I
got
don't know.
that
You
too.
make. What do you do with your kids? You're just gonna go like, come on, don't do that. Okay, does it again. Hey.
No, I'm not gonna be like the British police. I tell them not to do something and they do it, they're done.
But they're done like what?
They're done like, this thing that you enjoy doing, can't do that for a month.
Let's see, a month? I don't know if I'd do a month. Well, what did they do?
Alright.
Did they show up 15 minutes late for dinner? No, a month, you're gone.
No. Then I'd be like, dude, what the fuck?
I can see you saying that too. Like,
I'd be like,
12-year-old, like, dude, what the fuck? Dinner started 30
No,
seconds ago.
I'd look at him and I'd go, dude, what the hell? I'd call my kid dude. That shows that there's like camaraderie between us.
Me and my dad call each other man.
Hey, man. It's like, hey, man, you do your homework?
We'll call each other dude sometimes.
Well, Zane's dad calls Zane dude. He's like, hey, dude.
Hey, dude.
Hey, it's and Zane turned out pretty much okay. I mean, he likes Aphex Twin, so I don't know about that, but everything else, you know, he's got a career. He's got a career.
Take that out, the Aphex Twin out of the equation. He's doing pretty good.
Yeah, Aphex Twin is the only problem. Sorry, Zane. Aphex Twin has got to go.
I can do David Lynch, not Aphex Twin. No, I'm just kidding. I love talking shit about Aphex Twin, which I have nothing against them.
Neither do I.
I don't know if I'd say I like them.
I fucking love Crystal. Crystal is such a good song.
I think you showed me that.
Yeah, we were listening to it in the car, and you're like, it's all right.
Yeah, I don't remember. It was just the one time I listened to it. But either way,
yeah.
I think I'd be a pretty good parent. But you gotta lay down the law. You gotta lay down the law. Well,
the thing is, if nothing bad happens, you're doing it with somebody else. Like it's a 2-parent gig, unless it's not a 2-parent gig.
Well, unless you're doing good cop, bad cop. Because that
I'd be the fucking good cop.
Yeah,
that's the saddest.
You'd be like, you're granted for a month,
and then I'd come in and be like, it's only 2 weeks. Like,
no. Your wife would walk in and just be like, he'll be over tomorrow. How so? Wink, wink.
Oh. Oh no, dude, frick.
I don't know, but mine would just come down to like basic, just decency. And I remember a few weeks ago when I called you, didn't answer the phone.
My kid doesn't answer the phone when I call them. Oh, no cell phone.
Yeah, seriously. Well, it would be like this. When you go out in the world, you kind of have to. But when you come here, oh no phone. You don't need it. You're here. I know where you're at. You're safe. You got a girlfriend? No. You got a hot date lined up? No. Well then, what do you need?
I'll text your girlfriend for you. Sorry, I'm unavailable right now. See you later, toots.
You know another thing I thought of? So you know how like you and Feezy like have your computers in here? If I had like a kid that was like acting up.
You know what's gonna be awesome having Feezy? I'm sorry to interrupt, but you know what's gonna be awesome having Feezy is like the uncle that's like tech savvy. I could have him fucking rig up so much shit to like have my kids like they do one thing, I flick a switch on the wall and like they're half of the fucking house just like power out.
You know what you would do?
And we're sitting here, we're like, oh, we love the electricity. And they're just sitting there with a fucking candlestick.
You know what you do? You'd be like, okay, kids, we're gonna go visit Uncle Feezy. Remember, just don't turn any lights on in the house. I can see Feezy being like living in pitch black, except for like the computer screen light.
And he goes, ah!
Yeah,
he screams at the top.
Turn it off!
That's not what Feezy would do.
Feezy's
gonna be like a fucking he's gonna be like a successful tech mogul, and I'm gonna be sitting here drawing porn till I'm like 35.
But either way, if I had a kid,
it's fine. We have
had
different
computers,
paths.
And they were acting up, I wouldn't take them away. I would put them in the living room and say, well, how bad you want to go on the computer? Because now you're hanging out, with me. You want to hang out, talk to your friends? You can do it out here. I'm sitting right next to you. If you want them back in your room, just start behaving a little better. But the other thing too is like, there's one thing when it comes to like behavioral stuff, but when your kid's like struggling with school, then that kind of becomes something else.
Well, the thing is, yeah. So they're struggling at school. Like the thing I'd really care about is, like, school's for fucking chumps, right? I want them to do.
Still have to pass
I want them to do good.
Yes.
I want them to do well, obviously. But I mean, I'm not gonna ground them because they got like a D on an assignment. Like, okay, if they don't do their homework, yes. If they study for a test and they get a bad grade on it, I'm not gonna blame him. I'm gonna be like, well, Unless it's like repeatedly.
Yeah, because then it's like, well, I'm trying my best, and you go like, well,
But even
okay,
then,
your best isn't
but
enough.
even then, I'd be like, all right, we'll get you a tutor. We'll try to help you out because obviously something's not clicking. And then if after that, like because here's the thing: in math class, junior year of high school, I hate math. I hate math. I did the homework. I studied for the tests. I got a fucking tutor to help me because I really, really, really wanted to learn. And I'm being 100% genuine. I'm not fibbing here. I actually wanted to fucking pass that class, and I didn't. Because
Pass it or learn it?
Learn it. I wanted to get something higher than a D.
You wanted to pass it, like a 70.
I was aiming for like B A. I got C, low C, high D.
Okay, well,
and that's not because I wasn't trying. It was because like it just didn't click in my mind. Some people are just not good at that stuff.
You know what I'd say is, bro, get A out of the equation. You're not shooting for an A. You're not even shooting for a B.
Just get a C and you're good.
I would say pass the class. That's what my mom said about chemistry. I struggle with chemistry.
Oh, I struggle with chemistry too, because it's like math with extra steps.
It's like math, English, and science put together. All three, all at the same time. It's a chemical reaction. No, they said the same thing. Just pass the class. They weren't proud of it, but you know what? They struggled with stuff too. They couldn't. That's the funny part. They couldn't help me.
Well, it's not like I wouldn't be proud. I'd be proud of him for her for trying.
I would be too.
That's what matters. Like for me, it's like, yeah, the results are nice, but it's like if you are trying your best, you're doing your best, and unfortunately your best is a C. It's like, well, if you're excelling in other things, then who cares if you get like 1 C in a freaking math class?
Well, the scary part is just like, I'm failing in this, but dude, this tattoo parlor, this guy's gonna like hook me up. Like, you sweep the hair up off at the local barber, Billy. What area are you excelling at?
Are you saying my kid's gonna grow up to be a ne'er-do-well?
All I'm saying, and I know you've met them.
I know you didn't deny it.
Well, I'm saying this. I know you've met them where these kids aren't going anywhere. You've met those guys where like, hey, what's up, man? Dude, once my business takes off, I'm going far. And you're like, dude, you are still working at McDonald's.
They're working at the same fucking QT that they've been working at since like they dropped out of high school with a GED.
Well, dropping out of high school is a whole nother thing. But the other thing too is like, I'm with you. Just try your best. And you know what the sad conversation is? It's like, well, I tried my best. Yeah. Welcome to summer school. Why? Well, because you didn't pass it, and there's nothing I can do about it. And I've never taken summer class. I had 2 friends that did, and they went together, so it sounds kind of fun. But that's kind of a sad lesson too in life, is that sometimes enough is not enough. You have to just try harder. And unfortunately, school is that way too. I mean, I'm sure people can correct me, but I'm sure there've been high school dropouts that made millions. They're doing totally fine.
One of the Ego Rapture, one of the Game Grumps. He never. Okay.
I don't know anything about Game Grumps. The only thing I know about Game Grumps is the Palpatine clip.
Do it.
Yes.
All right. Well, one of them dropped out of high school, and now they're set for life. So.
Well, here's what I would say. You can't base everything.
Oh no! I'm not saying. I'm just telling you. You said like
no,
there's probably people. There's probably people who have done that, and I was giving you an example. Yeah. I'm not saying you should shoot for that. I'm just telling you that there's a person that did that.
Well, Rooster Teeth did the same thing. When they reached a million or 100 million subscribers, the cast did like a video, and Gus said, "Screw you, Mom. I told you it could be a career." Because think about it. In 2003. We're launching a video game company. Everybody would probably laugh at them in 2003. Not now, in 2003. And look where it was. 7 or 8 years later, they made it. So, but again, you have to set real expectations. Because if you're 48 and you're still going like, dude, I'm almost there. I'll be up for dinner, Mom, in a second, but I'm almost there. You know. You have to adjust. Let's talk about an anniversary.
Ah, Jesus. All right.
24 years ago, Facebook was founded.
You better lawyer up asshole, because I'm not coming back for 30%. I'm coming back for everything.
I never saw that movie. Did you?
I saw the clip of Andrew Garfield yelling at, what was his name?
Jesse Eisenberg.
Jesse Eisenberg.
Or Mark Zuckerberg. I feel like that movie's one of those where you're like, it's overhyped, and then you watch it and you're like, it's okay.
I did actually see it, but it was years ago and it was with my mom, so like
Did you just not pay attention?
No, I did, but it's just I don't remember much about any movies that I don't see more than once.
But why did your mom factor?
She just wanted to go see it, and she's like, "Do you want to come with me?" And I was like, "Fuck it, why not?"
Did you say that?
Well, I said, "Why not?" Like,
oh, okay.
Sure, I want some popcorn.
In a sec, I've never heard you. No, I think I have heard you curse like that in front of your mom.
I curse
before.
in front of my mom, like sparingly.
Yeah, see, I couldn't do that. Well, like, I don't know. With my dad, I can't. With my mom, a little bit.
Well, I don't swear at her. I swear around her. Like, if there's some guy in front of me and, like, going slow, I'm like, come on, you fucking idiot.
Yeah, I couldn't do that.
She laughs. She thinks it's funny.
Yeah, I couldn't do it.
She does the exact same thing when she's in traffic. That's the thing.
Well, and that's the funny part. It's just like, who taught you to say that? Well, nobody taught me, but you said it when I was younger.
I don't know. Well, yeah, of course, I would never swear at my mom or at my dad. Like, no, but like around.
So she comes in here.
If I'm sitting here, I'm like, oh, work was a fucking drag. Like, I'm not gonna go.
Wait,
work
wait.
was a real drag.
No, but I mean, I don't know. Maybe you know how I feel. Anyone who relies on fuck, they're not very intelligent. Like, if the only word they say is fuck, to me, they're just not that smart. You get a little more creative.
If you
get more creative when you say, how bad was your day? Don't say it was fucking bad. Say, like, you want to know how bad it is? The people on the Titanic probably had a better time than I did today. Something like that. That's better than fucking.
The people who fell off the side of the Titanic probably had a better.
Hey, at least the Titanic turned into a slide at the end.
Jesus.
See, that's more creative to say how bad it was than to say it fucking sucked. Why did it suck? Because my fucking boss. I don't know. You feel?
Because my fucking boss won't give me fucking overtime. Fucking fuck.
It loses its speciality. Remember when you were a kid? The F word was like the F word.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's gone.
Yeah.
F word doesn't mean anything. How many times have we said in this podcast alone? We're at like maybe an hour 10 or something like that. But we've said it quite a bit. So the F word's gone. The only curse word that has some meaning and power, I'm not going to say it, is the C word. I don't like that.
Oh, you mean control?
Yes. You're a continuous source of inspiration in my life, or whatever the South Park quote was. But either way, what are you watching, listening to?
Well, we were gonna go see Jackass 4 tonight, but Ben couldn't make it.
So next Friday.
So we're gonna see it next Friday.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I haven't watched any movies. I've been too busy working on art.
Have you done any TV shows?
No.
YouTube videos? I know you've watched YouTube videos.
I just have like Let's Plays on in the background.
I'll take a Let's Play. I know you're not drawing in this room in dead silence.
Well, either I listen to music or I put on.
Just give me something.
Let's Play. Fucking.
You know the segment. You got to give me something.
All right, Nintendo Capri Sun plays Let's Play fucking Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door.
Did you?
Yes.
Seems like you just picked that out of the air. Nintendo. Oh, okay. Well, see, was that so hard?
Well, you're the one who fucking thought I was lying.
No, I said, what have you been watching? You said I haven't watched anything.
Well,
clearly you were watching something.
Well, when you say watching/listening to, you fucking mean like a show or a movie, and I said nothing.
You know how I feel. Movie, downgrade. TV show, downgrade. YouTube Let's Play, downgrade. TikTok, I'll take anything. You got it, but you
Don't tell Russell.
No, tell Russell.
And then I don't remember what the last thing I listened to was.
You could say Slither.
Fuck it. Slither by Metallica.
Ah, it's too bad.
No, that's unfortunate.
Do you like Slither?
Look, there are way worse songs out there.
Like what? There's only 2.
Pottery is Gay by Anal Cunt.
Well, let's look at Metallica only. What is below Slither, Metallica wise?
Mama Said, Low Man's Lyric.
Mm-hmm.
Probably Invisible Kid, My World.
I thought you liked My World.
It's my world. It's my world. I don't know. You throw in a few. Why is it all on me?
It's we know how I feel. It's Mama Said and Low Man's Lyric.
Those are the only 2 that are worse than Slither.
Okay, Ronnie. Yeah, that legit might be it. Everything else, I'll take My World, because at least that one's like heavy and rocking. Invisible Kid, you know I covered it. Yeah, and I only covered it just to
get it out of the way.
Get it out of the way. I mean, it's fun to play, but as a song. But yeah, I don't know. And Slither, there aren't any covers for it on YouTube.
Yeah, you were the first one.
Well, not yet. But you know how I'm doing every Metallica album?
Yeah.
Reload is next.
It could be it.
It could be Slither.
It could be it. This could be the one.
This might be it by Bankheist.
This might be it? Question mark.
I would say the leads are Prince Charming, Slither, and Attitude.
Have you done King Nothing?
I have done King Nothing. That's on Load.
Fuck.
Load, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Maybe
2x4?
Maybe. I kind of want to do House Jack Built. You know, something that blows me away. They played that song live in 2000.
It's a stupid song, but it's a catchy song.
What part's catchy?
You want to swing your body with it. It's just fucking catchy.
I don't want to swing to Metallica. I want to bang my head.
Got some mail to pay ya. See ya.
See ya. Hell yeah. Oh my god, James. They should have just made...
I can't hear ya, so talk to me.
I like it. Fuck you.
I mean, it's one of those where it's like, if almost any other band did it, it'd probably be fine, but Metallica wrote it, and what they started with and how they got there was like, ugh, it's just, like Mama Said, you go listen to Hit the Lights and Whiplash and Phantom Lord, and then go listen to Mama Said and tell me it's the same band. You can't. Doesn't sound like it. And James thought he was a country artist for a second.
With that fucking 10-gallon hat. Shut up.
I mean, look, I know the song's written for his mom, and I'm sorry. It's a tragic thing, but just release it under a solo name or start a side project.
Released by J.
Released by
JH.
JH. James H.
The JH Project.
James H. They'll never know it was me. They'll hear your voice, James.
They'll see you in the music video.
They'll hear your voice. I think they'll be able to figure out James H. is James Hetfield. No! I don't think they will.
Fuck! Alright, well, hold on. What are you... So, listening to... Well, you saw System like 2 days ago.
I did. And before I get to that, I listened to All Wait by Van Halen. And the last movie I watched, if you're not counting Family Guy... Last movie was the Scooby-Doo live-action movie, which...
What's your name? Mary Jane. Like, I love that name.
You ain't got the scroll for this job.
You ain't got the scroll for this job.
I know Zane doesn't like that movie. Did he like it when he was a kid? Because if he liked it as a kid, but doesn't like it as an adult, that's a little fishy to me.
It's a little sus.
It is sus. But yes. And yes, I do enjoy that movie, and I like the sequel, Scooby-Doo 2 Monsters Unleashed. But yes, I saw System on Monday, and they were really good. Now let me ask you this.
What's up?
I want you to tell me which set list you think is better. I gotta pull them up. What did you think of the set list from what you remember from what I told you?
I liked it. They played Mr. Jack, and I was like, dude, hell yeah, I like Mr. Jack.
Oh, you're talking about when we saw them.
Yeah.
Okay. You say they didn't play it this time.
All right, so automatically I think that the one we saw is better.
They opened with X.
Okay.
You don't like X?
X is fine, but like I don't really judge a show based on its opener.
So if they opened Roulette, you wouldn't be a little disappointed? Where's System of a Down?
I'd be like, all right, sure, but the better stuff is coming after.
I guess. I mean, it's the opener. You're like excited, ready to
What
pump, ready to
if
kill.
what if they were like, we are System of a Down and we have a new song for you? Boom, win, win.
Hey, that's a good opener. That's a good opener.
And then Surge is just going, oh, the entire time. Oh, that's what we should do for do you want this off the record or?
Sure.
All right, 1 second.
Okay.
All right, we're back.
All right, so you want to hear these? Compare the set list.
Sure.
So which one do you want first? Ours or
just read the song. Be like, set list 1 started with this, set list 2 this, and then just go set list 1 this, set list 2 that.
Okay. So they open with X.
Yep.
Then they open with Intervision.
I liked Intervision.
I liked it too. I just like. Okay, maybe also because X started with drums. I'm a little biased towards that.
Did Surge, was he like, oh, we got a bunch of singers in the audience again?
No, I was waiting for him to say
Wait,
that.
oh, how was Korn?
Korn was pretty good. They played one by Metallica, partially.
Did they really?
Yeah, they did.
That's pretty... So, you're telling me that Korn came up on stream and they were like, boom, they really did that?
They did.
Oh, fuck yeah. I wish I could have seen that. I've never seen Korn live, but I really want to see it. It's my legacy.
It's my legacy. It was good. It was good. I was right when that part came out, I was just like, there we go. There it is. Okay. So you like Intervision more than X as an opener?
Well, I mean, did John do the funny, cool drum roll? Where he's like,
Yes. Yeah, it started with digga 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 digga. That's what it opened with, and then Shavo, bam,
oh,
bam, and then Darren, and then when the whole thing kicked in, the curtain fell. That's why I think X was a really good opener.
Oh, was that supposed to happen?
Yeah.
The curtain?
Yeah. They did the same thing. I can't remember. But yeah, they do curtains all the time at shows.
All right. Well,
okay, X. Intervision.
Sure. X is a better opener. Whatever. Sure.
Oh, come on. So if they, like I said, they open with Soldier Side intro. That's where you're gonna get the blood pumping.
Well, it's called intro.
Yeah, but it's just.
Welcome to Phoenix.
Yeah, that's a Lonely Day. There are lame openers that you don't want to see, but Cigaro. I'll even take BYOB. You know. Anyways, Prison Song second both times.
Sure.
Okay.
What was it? Damn. Damn.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Wait. Hold on. I gotta do it. Hold on. We have this joke. Bear with me.
Russell loves doing this. I came up with it, but he's really running with it.
Yeah, so you want to talk about songs that never start? Just do that with Prison Song by System of a Down. Just like the first 4 seconds or so, just rewind it. Just keep rewinding it. It's funny.
Okay, let's move on. The third song from the show I saw was Holy Mountains, and the third song that we saw together was IEAIO.
I like IEAIO more.
I mean, that's it. I like both songs, but I probably like IEAIO more. The fourth song was Mind, but the intro only.
For both?
No, for us it was Soldier Side intro.
Oh, okay. Well, Mind is better, even though they didn't play the full thing.
And then number 5 was Cigaro. And they usually play that at the end of the show, so I was surprised to see
Shit.
that. Number 5 was BYOB at our show.
Oh, they got it out of the way quick.
Yeah, I like to have that song playing towards the end. Number 6, Sweet Pea, but the whole thing.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and what we saw, Ufig. I like Sweet Pea. And then number 7, Needles. And then our show, Violent Pornography.
Violent Pornography.
I gotta go Needles, man.
Fuck you.
Oh, what?
Pull the tapeworm out of my ass. Versus, it's on the TV.
Yeah.
What did it sing? What did it sing? Oh wait, that's Revenge. Never mind.
Number 8, Deer Dance. Number 8, Aerials.
I know Zane would go Deer Dance for sure, but Aerials.
Number 9, Soldier Side Intro. Number 9, Mr. Jack.
Mr. Jack, of course.
Oh, wait, it's Soldier Side Intro. It's Zane's favorite System song. Alright, and then number 10, Soldier Side. Which I was shocked to
So
see
they played
that.
Soldier Side intro and then went right into Soldier Side?
Yes.
Damn. Yes.
Yeah, Soldier Side. And number 10, Deer Dance.
Well,
That's what I'm saying is like you got to look at the flow of the set list, not exactly like the songs, like they play itself. Number 11, BYOB. Number 11, Dreaming, but just the middle part.
Fuck that.
Number 12, Genocidal Humanoids, which sounded really good. Number 12, Needles. Number 13, Suggestions. Number 13, Radio Video. I'm not a huge fan of Radio Video. Number 14, Psycho. Number 14, Hypnotize. Number 15, Chop Suey. Number 15, Atwa. Number 16, Lonely Day. Number 16, Bounce.
Damn.
Number 17, Lost in number 17, Lost in Hollywood. Number 17, Suggestions. Number 18, Radio Video. Number 18, Pluck.
Oh, Pluck was so good.
It was.
I remember Zane was like, I really hope they play Pluck. And then when they did, he looked at me and he went... He did the fucking soy face. He did the soy jack. It was hilarious.
I also did the highest on.
Now, I remember...
I specifically made sure to not tell you guys I was going to do. Because I know you guys are going to talk me out of it.
You're going to be like, highest done! Highest done!
I got a video of it.
And then fucking Darren, I could just imagine him. He hears highest done, like really like far off, and he looks up, squints his eyes.
Well, you know Darren didn't say that. That was Chavo.
No, I didn't know that. All right.
Let's see. And then number 19, Dreaming, but the middle part. Number 19, Psycho for us. Number 20, Hypnotize.
Oh shit, it's Dion. Hold on.
Is he calling?
Yeah, he's calling.
Oh, okay.
Yo, what up, dude?
Hey, I just wanted to give you an update on the whole situation of what's going on.
All right, what's up?
I forgot where we were.
Dion's fucking dead.
No, I'm just kidding. He's not dead.
I forgot what.
Point is, I liked our set list.
I think the set list I saw had a better flow to it. You know, they played. Did they play Chicken Stew when we saw them? They didn't. They played ADD, Spiders.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But, anyways. Yeah, System was really cool. And I saw Dream Theater on Wednesday.
Meme Theater.
They played 10 songs.
Let me guess. Like 4 of them were like 26 minutes long.
Yeah, the first song, 9 minutes. Second song, about 5.5. Third song, 9 minutes. Fourth song, 11 minutes. Fifth song, 11 minutes. The sixth song, 6.5 minutes. Seventh song, about 5.5. Eighth song, 15 minutes. Ninth song, 20 minutes. Last song, 19 minutes.
Jesus Christ.
So, pretty normal Dream Theater show.
Yeah, all right.
I mean, some people are complaining that the set list was too short, but I mean, they're in their mid 50s. And I think the keyboardist is like in his early 60s, so they can't play 3.5 hour shows or 3 hour shows, or maybe even 2.5 hour shows. I don't know, but I enjoyed it. So I got to see 2 shows in 1 week.
Soiled it.
It was pretty cool.
Have you ever done that before?
I think so.
Oh, well, you saw Rush.
I did see Rush twice within the same week. That was cool. I've seen concerts, multiple ones in the same month, maybe within 2-3 weeks, but I don't know about within days. That's rare. Because again, which by the way, long story short,
Yeah.
when I was uploading GoTo, which we'll talk about in a second, the thumbnail, I couldn't find the thumbnail. Like, it would show up on my computer, but when I would go on, like, the YouTube upload a thumbnail option, it wouldn't show up. And I literally had both screens, and it was showing up on one and not the other. So, I figured I'll just upload this and deal with it later. And I was going to say, we got the thumbnail. But the thumbnail that was up there, I actually kind of liked. Because it looked more like Blair Witch. It looked more, like, genuine. But, you know, either way. I couldn't get the Dream Theater tickets. They weren't popping up. There's no download option. There's nothing. So I had to call the company. And, again, I'll cut out a lot of stuff. But they essentially said, after 30 minutes of being on hold, or coming in and out, they said, this show already happened in October.
What the fuck?
Yeah. And I said, no, it was postponed. It's on tonight. And they go, well, can you send us proof of that? So I had to go to the Instagram. I had to go to Dream Theater's Instagram, screenshot the postponement message, and email it to them as proof. And I'm not trying to scam them, which I don't even know how they would think that. So they got it, and they essentially said, okay, thank you. We'll have someone email you or call you and get back to you. That never happened.
Oh, incredible.
Incredible. So it's like 5 o'clock. And that's when you messaged me saying, like, what happened to the thumbnail? And I'm like, dude, no time, not important. I don't have tickets to the show. Legit had nothing. And I had to go over there. So I picked up Lexi, and we went down there. And I essentially told her, yeah, I don't have these tickets. And I explained the situation to her. So I thought maybe I can buy tickets down there. So we got down there, got some food, and went in there. Explained it. They couldn't do anything. You know, third-party companies, you have to deal directly with them. So I said, okay, do you have any seats available? And she said, yeah. And I bought 2 seats from 4th row from the stage. For less money than I bought these tickets.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Where we were going to sit was on the 2nd row against the wall.
What?
Yeah. So we ended up 4 rows from the front of the stage. I was 20 feet away from the best guitarist in the world. Like check this out. If I have a good picture. Yeah.
Goddamn.
Right there.
Right there.
4 rows. And, by the way, if you can see, singer's wearing a SpongeBob shirt.
Oh shit, he is. Hell yeah.
So it was a really good show. And, yeah, it was a lot of fun. So now I have no concerts lined up. And you know what stinks about the music I listen to? A lot of them are old. System's old. Metallica's old. Dream Theater's old. Rush is retired. What else is there? You know, Tool. They're getting old. Oh, by the way, let me look up right now, because you said you would see Symphony X.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I think they come here in June. And if it's when we're going, then there's nothing we can do about that. But I've seen Symphony X live before. They put on a good show.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll say this. Anyone who has a favorite singer... okay, wait. It's not giving me the tour dates. Anyone who has a favorite singer, I would recommend go to a Symphony X show and tell me whoever you like is still the best singer. Because I really think this guy is, like, the absolute best, or, like, number 2. I can't find it. Oh, well. What do you got to say? You're awfully quiet.
Man, we're gonna go see an Eminem concert. He's gonna say fuck.
And then the C word.
And the C word.
Well, really quickly.
Eminem bought a fucking NFT of himself.
Of himself?
Yeah, and I can't wait for him to drop, like, the worst album you've ever heard, ever, like, within the year.
You know, I was just on Twitter right now. You know how we briefly talked about Brie Larson?
Yeah.
How, like, she's gotten a lot of hate for no reason.
Well, now she has an NFT as her profile picture.
Now she has an NFT. And now people are like, I can't defend this. What I would also say is, like, is this really the absolute worst thing? This is the hill you're going to die on? An NFT? I mean, David Lynch got into NFTs. Zane didn't burn all his copies of all of his movies. I don't know. Who's your hero right now?
I don't have one.
You have one. Everyone has one.
Yeah, I did have one. He died in 2012.
Oh, come on. You got to have people you look up to.
Not really.
There's nobody.
Not really.
So Serge walked it. You don't look up to Serge or James?
I
or
like
Lars?
him. I don't look up to them.
Oh, I think you do.
No.
Maybe not to those guys, but I think you do. With somebody.
I can't think of anybody.
Well, I'm sure there's somebody.
I'm being legit. Like, I can't give you a name.
Why do you think that is?
Because I just don't fucking look up to people. I forge my own path. The one person I did look up to fucking died.
That was the only guy that influenced you?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't buy that. He's the only guy in your entire life that ever inspired you to do anything. There wasn't 3 or 4 of them?
Yeah, basically.
Sorry, I don't buy that.
Okay.
I
That's
don't
fine.
know.
That's fine. I don't need you to buy it.
Alright, well. God, now I feel like when Zane said David Lynch's voice was amazing, it's too much. I can't buy that. That turns into fanboy realm. I mean,
But that's funny.
It's funny, but yeah, that's funny. I'm not saying this is funny, but I just don't buy that.
That's fine. I don't need you to buy it.
Well, convince me.
Why do I need to convince you? If you're not, nothing I say will convince you, so why bother?
No. Well, then there's not a strong enough argument for it. I'm sure there's something. Like this. What got you into drawing when you were a little kid?
I was a little kid,
Yeah, because it wasn't this dude. I know that. Something else got you into that.
I just looked at video games and I was like, these are cool characters.
So what
I
video
will
games?
draw them. Pac-Man. Pac-Man's not real!
Alex, I'm not saying Pac-Man, the video game character, inspired you. I'm talking about the video games itself. So Pac-Man, what else?
I guess Mario.
Like Paper Door or like Mario Party?
Both.
Okay. So like, what did you get into? Because remember Mighty Mike? It was like comics.
Yeah.
So did you get into comics when you were a kid?
That was like the only one.
Oh.
And then I was like, fuck this, I want to be video game designer and make characters.
Why do you talk like that?
Because
Is that how you talked when you were a kid?
That's what little kids sound like. They're like, I like the Power Rangers.
I've never heard a kid
And
talk
that's how
like
48-year-old people talk about Power Rangers. Like, I love Power Rangers.
that. Are you going after somebody?
Oh, absolutely.
It seems
I
like
am.
you're going after somebody.
Oh, yeah, I am.
I legit don't know who, but either way, why I'm like worked up on it was because I took some world music history class and I can't remember the guy's name, but there was some composer in the late 1800s, 1900s who claimed he had no influences. He just got into music solely on his own. He didn't listen to anything else. He just did it on his own, and nobody in the class bought it. You get into something because you heard it from somebody. That's not a bad thing or whatever. It just kind of sounded like you wanted to be that guy. You wanted to be different. So,
Well, okay, so there wasn't a person that influenced me, but there are things that influence you. But you were asking specifically about a person. That one person who died in 2012 was the only person that I ever looked up to.
so you think David Lynch is the only dude for Zayn? There's nobody else?
Yeah, it's his soulmate, dude. They were meant
Even
to,
then, I don't think I'd buy that either.
They were meant to be together, dude.
Like Neil for me, but I got plenty of others. Now Neil might be like the elder
The
god.
goat?
Yeah, he might be the goat, but there's plenty of subcategories.
Hold on. This is the most times we've had to pause and unpause a podcast.
I don't know. What do you think we're at? It's over an hour and a half.
We're hour 20.
Then we recorded before your mom came in. Oh no, wait a second. So when we stopped recording,
It's literally so.
it just hit. Whatever. So when we stop recording,
It doesn't.
It just stops at that number.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So we've been here sitting in my room for longer than an hour 20.
Oh.
But
Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
the numbers, how do we make them work?
What do the numbers mean, Mason?
But yeah, so I mean, like, video games inspired me, like Captain Underpants inspired me,
Mhm.
but like when I was a little kid. But
That might be what I'm getting at more than like, because I don't blame you when you're a kid. Because I read Captain Underpants when I was a kid. I didn't know is it author? Or
David Pilk or whatever the fuck his name is,
was it how do you refer to like comics?
the author.
The author, okay. I didn't know the author of Captain Underpants. I guess I knew Geronimo Stilton, the mouse books. Okay, so I knew that. But his name is on the book, on all of them. So I guess there's that. So as long as you can just say that, like, there are these things that, got me into it. But it wasn't like, I woke up one morning and I just did it. I didn't see anything else. Then it just kind of sounds total bullshit. Because again, everybody sees something or has heroes. Or not heroes, but people you look up to. And then you either replicate it at first and then you do your own thing. So I also played with guys that did the same thing. They tried to pretend like they did their thing first. No one came before them, but that's ridiculous. Rush came first, then Metallica, then Amon Amarth. These things are connected. The Beatles had long hair in the 60s. Your hair's longer than the Beatles now. Just remember that. Times were different back then. Heavy metal back then was Yes, and Genesis, and Rush, and Black Sabbath. Now, Anal Cunt is considered heavy.
Jesus.
You think if you went back in time and played Anal Cunt and showed Transformers to society, you think they wouldn't shit their pants?
Who's Mikhail Bay, and why does he keep putting fucking explosions everywhere?
Why
Mikhail Bay.
Why Mikhail Bay?
I don't know, because he's Mikhail Bay.
What?
I don't know, it's supposed to be a stupid pun. Never mind.
What did you think of Go 2?
I liked it. I think I was playing it up way too much. I was being an annoying loser the entire time. I was like, fuck dude, oh shit dude.
Oh, you mean
dude,
in the video?
Dude. Yeah, in the video.
Okay.
Like, next time I definitely have to not be as much of an annoying cunt.
Well, I don't think you were annoying.
That's fine. I thought I was annoying.
Why do you think you were annoying?
Because I just wouldn't shut up.
No,
I wasn't.
that's the
I wasn't adding anything of substance.
no, you're not supposed to shut up. Maybe you curse too much.
That too. Like, you talk about people who use the word fuck way too often, have nothing going on. I said fuck like 80 million times.
No, but you don't fall into that category 100%. Every once in a while, I've noticed you'll get into like a phase where like the only word that'll come out of your mouth is fuck. But then, it goes away pretty quickly.
It's like a disease.
No, but you have way more intelligence than...
Well, thank you. It brings me back to triple backflip. It's like I want to do triple backflip, but like Alex was like, "Hey, yeah, you're an annoying cunt on the videos," and I walked, and I'm like, "No, I'm not." And I listened back to the videos, and I'm like, "Holy shit! How did he put up with this?"
He couldn't find a nicer way to say it.
He didn't say that verbatim. I'm saying it.
Well, we're going for historical accuracy.
Whatever.
Well, how have the fans been taking it?
What do you mean the fan? It's gotten a few views. It's been doing, like, compared to like
a few views.
Well, fucking, I don't know.
Well, do people like it? That's what I'm asking.
No one said anything to me about it.
Oh.
No one said anything bad either. So I mean, you take what you can get, I suppose.
Well, you want to keep going with it?
Sure. I mean, I'd love to go to Miami.
I would say within the next couple weeks we'll
go to Miami.
We'll do Miami, and then dang, here's triple backflip. It just popped up in my
The government's
recommends.
listening in on us.
The government?
The government.
Yeah, the government's probably like, hey, where's triple backflip?
Yeah,
at?
what the fuck?
Where-
You never
where is
finished
it?
Metal Gear Rising Revengeance.
Yeah, let's go. What's going on? Cuphead?
We
you
did.
two play Cuphead?
We did play Cuphead. Yeah.
Oh my god. I hate Cuphead. I don't know if I can watch that one. The Greatest Hits. An hour and 12 minutes. You Can't Ride the Lightning. Did you come up with that title?
Yeah. No, I kept saying that. I'm like, that's a song from Metallica, and he's like, Alex. Stop talking about Metallica. I'm like, dude, you can't ride the lightning. It was funny.
Well, I'm a little bummed. Alex, other Alex.
Yeah.
Says Alex be the host.
Technically, yeah.
Who's the host of this show?
Of this show,
Yes.
we're both hosts. We both have equal pull.
I think it's you.
No, okay. You drive most of the conversations, so it's
But you
mostly
do the
you.
intro. What matters is who does the intro.
You introduced us this time. You're like, welcome back to Korn and Kock.
This time, if I go back to the last 10 plus videos.
Because you need to introduce the podcast. You can do it. I'm not saying you can't do it.
I remember one time I snuck it in before you did, and you didn't get like upset. But
I was
you
like-
were- yeah, but you were, yeah. So tell me then it's both of ours. Anyways, lonely podcast. Well, you want to wrap it up?
Do you? I'm
Yeah.
kind of hungry.
Well, I'm hungry too. Hey, is it your turn or my turn to pick tonight?
I think it's my turn.
Okay.
My turn. Because the last one was anyway. Anyway.
No. For. Oh no, I meant for like eating.
For food, that's
Yes.
you.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Anyway. Oh, anyways, lonely. Yeah, it was mine. I think you added anyways, but.
Russell literally just messaged the group chat adding you and was like, hey.
What? Adding me?
Yeah, he was like, hey, what are we eating tonight?
Stone doesn't. I forgot about that nickname.
Yeah, your nickname is Stone Doesn't Eat All of the Chicken Wing.
Look at my response.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Messenger, you have a messenger notification. Oh, shit.
What?
It's a surprise.
Yeah, so now nobody can plan it. No one knows what it is.
It's Sardella's, isn't it? Like,
No,
I don't care.
It's not
like,
Sardella's.
I don't care if it's Sardella's.
It's not Sardella's.
Okay. Yeah, you want to call it?
I'd say so.
It's a successful podcast. Play the clip right now. Here's Kock. Awesome clip.
Wait.
Schemers are always scheming and they're shitting all the time.
By the way, I don't know if you did you watch the whole thing of Go To or like part of it?
Oh, I watched the whole thing.
You did? Okay.
Yeah. Did you ever find out, were those bats in the?
Oh, dude, I have no idea.
Oh,
How am I supposed to look it up? I don't know how to type in flap or wing. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, you know what? When you started calling me fucking baby man, I was gonna write something on the screen, but I didn't want to give you the satisfaction. But let me just say, editing that I was not a huge fan of it.
He's gonna fall, little baby man, little baby man.
Oh, good job, dude. Yeah, way to go. Oh, I hope you fucking fall.
Yeah. It was funny.
All right, what do you got? Oh, who
Who's
responded?
fucking try? Oh my fucking god! I have to do this fucking captcha. I fucking hate
God.
doing captchas.
Captchas?
It's, you know when you do that thing where it's like, I'm not a robot.
No.
You know,
What do you mean on Facebook?
just on any website or anything. You know when it's like,
Oh, I'm not a robot. And you
like-
have to pick the pictures.
yeah, I
Okay.
hate those. I hate those things. Like, I
I
get why
know.
they have to do it, but I just fucking hate it.
Do you?
I do.
Why do they do it?
They do it to keep it, like, to keep the websites from getting DDoSed.
DDoSed?
It's where, like, someone can literally, like, overload a fucking server for a website by, like, making a bunch of bots just go there and flood the traffic of the website, like, just get the bandwidth, like,
I say we let it happen.
It's
probably not a strong enough website then.
It can happen to any website.
Yeah. If the internet went away, would it really be that bad of a thing?
We already talked about this like 6 podcasts ago.
No, if the internet disappeared tomorrow, I'd be totally fine.
Yeah.
You know, I could use the break because then I don't have to go on Twitter and see like people losing their shit over Brie Larson having an NFT.
You know what? I agree with you on that. Actually, like fuck that. I don't care.
Yeah.
NFTs. David Lynch. Our Heroes. System of a Down. Bill Belichick. How would we raise our kids? Your eyes. Fucking. Undertale fanfiction.
Me wearing a backpack caused major controversy.
This just in. Kock of Korn and Kock fame has just worn a backpack. What the fuck, dude?
Good times.
No. Alright, wait, before we call it, I gotta think of a name for this podcast.
Oh yeah, what do you got? I'm interested to see what you want to call this. Bill's at it again. Oh, that's a play on words. Ben's not coming home. Why did you pay when you didn't eat anything? Because then I would have to. Hold on.
Do you like it?
I like it.
All right, cool. That's it. That's a wrap.
You look at what I mean. We'll wrap it, but look at what Russell's saying on here. It's so stupid.
Is he of sound mind? Is he? Okay?
Probably not.
Is he okay?
Who hurt you?
Why did you pay? Oh my god! Why?
And look
he just can't. He just
look at my response.
He just can't.
My response is as best as I could do.
No shit.
I either wait outside and while you two go like, oh, or not 2, 3, just like, oh gosh, so good, oh so god, or I sit there like this, and just not do anything, and give you guys secondhand embarrassment.
Yep.
What would you have preferred? I probably would have just taken an Uber home.
Put the Glock to my skull, and I would have preferred if you I would have preferred if you stayed.
But just didn't get anything. Like, I'd just sit there. Will they charge me for the water? Do they charge you for walking into the building? Like, you sit down, you owe us $65?
I'm pretty sure when we sat down at the table, they're like, are we doing the buffet dinner? And we said, yeah.
I should have said no.
I'm not.
I'm not. Oh, okay.
They're like, well, then what the fuck are you doing here? What the fuck are you doing here?
And I'd be like, what would piss them off? Like, what are you doing here? What are you doing here?
No, you'd be like, you're right. Where's the nearest McDonald's?
I don't think that would piss them off. I think I'd just say something stupid like, you have any ketchup I can use?
That's an insult to the chef, not to the waiters.
Well, they'd get insulted for the chefs. Because what do you think they're going to do? They're going to run back and say, and then someone at the table who shall remain nameless will, get upset. Also, why is it that Russell keeps asking me where I want to eat like 3 weeks before it's my turn? Or even like a week before?
Because Russell needs... I don't know. I don't even know.
I
don't even know. I don't want to know. In fact, I'm sick and tired of knowing. I just want to live ignorantly. I don't want to...
Why can't we just not go out 1 week? We can't just hang out here and play a board game or something? We have to go out and spend money?
Yeah.
Why? Is that what's keeping our friendship together?
Apparently.
Like
no one has messaged me like at all except Zane. Zane sent me one picture of you this week. Usually I get like memes, I get like things. No, I think it's because I draw boobs now. I think it's because that became
You've been
like
drawing boobs for months now.
Yeah, but
maybe
I think
even a year.
Yeah, but I think it's because I'm making money off of it now.
I don't care.
Like I think because of that, no one wants to talk to me.
Like in the group?
In the group chat, I think no one wants to like.
I don't think that's it.
I may be projecting, but like something tells me.
I think you are projecting because I don't think that's the case at all. If you want, I'll hang out with Russell, buy him just the two of us, and I'll ask him, and I guarantee that won't be the reason. Guarantee that won't be it.
I know if
You really think that's the reason? No, what if everyone's just having a busy week? I was having a busy week.
Well, like I said, maybe I'm just projecting.
I think you should have kept this one to yourself.
Fuck.
Oh, come on. Yeah, you can make out with the microphone what you just did, and I can touch it and do whatever I want with it. You really lightened up on the... I remember when I used to stand too close to the microphone, you'd be like, dude, what are you doing? Back up. You really just, like, French kiss the microphone.
I can swallow the microphone if you want.
Well, it's your microphone. You can do what the hell you want with it.
That's disgusting. I'm not gonna do that.
Alright, well... I mean, yeah, we all had a busy week. So what? I messaged you this week.
I know.
Well, no, you messaged me. Well, we still talked.
You were like, dude, Dream Theater, not happening.
I don't know. We'll go weeks without you messaging me a meme or something like that.
Because I see you, like, once every 2 days or something.
Well, we see you once every week.
Okay, bye-bye. I gotta eat that sandwich. That sandwich sounds pretty fucking good.
I gotta go home and edit. Or not edit, I gotta film something. Cover.
Okay, bye-bye.